These are 20 top stories that trended this week. Sydney ended its 106 days of coronavirus lockdown. Over 5 million Sydneysiders were subjected to a 106-day lockdown to limit the rapid spread of the highly transmissible Delta variant. Over 20 persons who came down with alcohol poisoning in Russia after drinking illegally sold adulterated alcohol in the Orenburg region died. The Nigerian Senate revisited the Electoral Act Amendment Bill and voted to allow INEC determine the use of electronic transmission of election results. 34 years after the shocking killing of Burkina Faso's then-president Thomas Sankara, 14 men, including the former president of the country, Blaise Compaoré, were accused of complicity in his murder and put on trial. A U.S. Navy nuclear engineer and his wife were caught trying to sell nuclear secrets. They allegedly tried to sell nuclear submarine design data hidden in a peanut butter sandwich to someone they thought was a foreign agent. IPOB denied any involvement in the incessant killings in Anambra State or any part of the southeast, insisting that governors created the insecurity in the region for political gains. Gombe State Governor granted autonomy to the legislative and judicial arms of government. Workers of the two arms had initially embarked on industrial actions that paralyzed economic activities. Ethiopian army launched coordinated attacks on all fronts against forces from its northern Tigray region. The rebels say the government used artillery, tanks, jets, and drones to reinvade the region. The Ugandan government withdrew treason charges against opposition leader Kizza Besigye, a huge critic of President Yoweri Museveni's 35-year rule. Organized labor in Cross River State issued a notice to the state's entire workforce, including local and state government workers, to remain at home until further directives are given by the body. The Chief Judge of a federal high court in Abuja ordered the EFCC to remove the founder of the African Independent Television, Chief Raymond Dokpesi, from its list. Some prominent politicians in Benue State, alongside thousands of their supporters, dumped the APC and joined the PDP ahead of the 2023 general elections. A medical director at the Federal Neuropsychiatric Hospital in Enugu said the sit-at-home order and insecurity situations are the cause of depression and mental illness in Nigeria, saying increased mental illness cases are being recorded in many psychiatric hospitals. The federal government said it will direct the Nigeria Broadcasting Commission to compel public and private television stations to feature sign language interpreters during their major news bulletins. The Nigerian government mandated all its employees to get vaccinated against COVID-19 before December 1st, as they'll be required to present a vaccination certificate before gaining access to any building. Former Deputy Governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Kingsley Moghalu, hinted that 7 political parties have indicated interest to merge and form a mega party ahead of the 2023 general elections. Masten Wanjala, a Kenyan man who confessed to dragging and killing 14 young boys and escaped from detention, was found and beaten to death by angry villagers. Rwandan President Paul Kagame pardoned former Prime Minister Pierre Damien Hamboremi, who was sentenced to 3 years in prison for issuing fake checks. The group had killed over 40,000 Nigerian troops since it began in 2009. Kenya's 25-year-old athletics world record holder Agnes Tirop was found stabbed to death in her home. Her husband, Emmanuel Rotich, who initially fled, has been detained in Mombasa and will face charges once investigations into her murder are complete. And that's the 20 top stories that trended this week. For more, follow the details currently displayed on your screen.